What is good, y'all? We are back with another video, and today's video, I'm going to be talking on what I spoke about in the community section. I wrote that does being in a relationship affect the level of game a man has? Let's say you were in a relationship for like a couple of years and then you leave. How would that affect you? Would you be able to still pull? Would you be able to still actually communicate with women and, express the same level of game, or so to say, like, if you were put in a situation to actually do so. My bad for not posting yesterday. I had a couple things come up, but we are back. I'm going to be posting 2 times today. I'm going to be doing a reaction, and that was what I wanted to do for this weekend. A reaction to game and just in the field conversations guys have with females. And sooner or later, I'm also going to be doing my in the field, So let's get right into the video. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Happy Saturday, and let's start it up. Okay. So for today's video, do you believe, the question I'm going to be trying to really put out is, does a guy coming from a relationship have the same level of game? Does that kind of change the perspective a man has for women? In my opinion, yes, it does. But that's a man with scarcity mindset. When a guy has scarcity mindset and he's in a relationship, he believes that's the best he can always have, and that's the best he'll ever have. But a guy who actually has the mindset of abundance, he understands that you just got to be high quality, you have to have all these traits. No, it's not going to affect you the same way. Yes, you're going to be a bit rusty, you're not going to have the level of smoothness, because here's the thing: when you're not in a relationship, you're more eager to attract the other gender, the other sex. You're trying to attract them, so you're doing your best in all kinds of ways. You're trying to dress better, you're working on your communication, and that's for the people who actually put in the work. You're working on your communication, you're working on your vibe all around. But for those of people who are in relationships, you're kind of just, it's been 3 years now, so you don't really have to kind of smooth talk. Yes, you still gotta have some level of smoothness, because I believe in order for you to keep a woman, it's harder for a guy to keep a woman than to actually attract abundance and like multiple women, because initially there's always that spark when you're talking to a girl. If she finds you attractive, it's kind of like the, what's that saying, it's kind of like the fun phase, the lalaloopsy, the good vibe time. I forgot what it was called, to be specific, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, when you're talking to a woman, it's always that happy phase, like you're in a good honeymoon phase. Yeah, that's the word. So but when you've been with a certain person for a long time, that honeymoon phase sort of like phases out. So the same way you would have been able to actually excite someone kind of changes. You really got to put in more work. You really got to actually show a lot more character, and that's when it goes down to maintenance and the way you carry yourself, the values you have, the things you portray out. But back to what I'm saying is, like, when a guy comes out of a relationship, if he has the mindset that you have to have all these good values in order to attract multiple women, and he's been working on his skills, he's been working on his person, then when you come out of a relationship, you still have communication skills. You still have the level of game you used to have. A lot of people have this conception that, hey, like, oh, when you're in a relationship, you don't really understand that there's this you still interact with people on a daily basis, bro. Like, you still talk to people on a daily basis. It doesn't take away from anything, but that's why, for me, my advice to a lot of you guys is that even if you're in a relationship, it's not a matter of, oh, when your relationship ends, because not every relationship does, but it's a matter of me being a human being. I should always work on myself to develop my skills, because in life you're gonna have to interact with other women, you're gonna have to interact with other people, so you got to be able to level yourself up in that kind of way. Your communication skills has to be unlocked, and I've spoke about this in my other videos, how working on your communication skill, your intelligence level, would actually push you further than a lot of people in life. All those things matter a lot more than just looks. Looks is what attracts people towards you. I do believe it's good to take care of your physical health. Look your very best, being in shape. That's what would attract people towards you. And people judge people based on how they look off the bat. When you look at a fat person, your perception on them naturally is like, oh, this person doesn't take care of themselves. They may be the most clean person, they may be the most mentally stable person, they're very good with a lot of things, but you're gonna overlook that just based on how they look. That's why I say, when it's important to look good, get in shape, and also work on all these aspects in your life, all these other aspects in your life, because that's what will take you the furthest in life. So no, being in a relationship for a long time and breaking up with your partner doesn't ruin your game if you have been working on yourself. But if you haven't, yes, and if you had the scarcity mindset, totally will. When you come out of that relationship, you're gonna be like a scared little child walking down the dark alleyway. You're not gonna know what to do. When you're talking to a girl, it's gonna be like a deer in a car's headlight. You're gonna be on the highway staring at her like this because you don't know. You didn't understand that you actually have the ability to attract multiple people. That's all I really got to say for this video. Hope y'all have a blessed day, humble success. Absorb that information, do whatever the hell you want with it, but I'd advise you to take it. Stay blessed, stay humble.